Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode here. Today we're talking about more reasons why a business won't grow. Since my early 20s, in the early 2000s, I built my first commercially successful website. And since then, simply through word of mouth, I've developed a career as being the guy who can help your business grow using the internet. So what we're going to talk about today is what are the priorities of a business, of a leader, of a brand, of somebody with a product or service or an invention? What is that? What is the DNA, right? What is the fabric of a business that will actually grow versus one that struggles, versus one that runs out of money, versus one that can't grow a team? This is what we're talking about here in the last two episodes. So what we want to think about are a couple priorities. I want to cover them quick, but I want you to read the article too, because there's a lot of details in there that will fill in the gaps for you. And it's about eliminating the guesswork, right? You want to do this. You know somebody who has a product or service. You're helping them grow it. You have an idea or a product or service yourself, and you want to grow it. You want to increase your impact, help more people, serve more people, make more money. What are the things we need to focus on? Priority number one: setting worthwhile goals. You've got to set a goal that's exciting, will make a meaningful financial difference to your business, to your team, and one that your team can actually attain and achieve. And that always happens in increments, but if you don't start with something that's exciting, meaningful, valuable, and has profit built into it, then you're out of the gate on the wrong foot. So you want to measure twice, cut once, plan before you act, and that's a lot of what I do with my clients in the first couple phases of working with them. We say, okay, what are we really going after? And because I've been on the internet so long, maybe more than most people, I'm sure there's other people out there like me, but I've done this so much, I sort of have an ear for, okay, can that really happen? Is it really possible? What's it going to cost to get there? How long is it going to take? These are all really important questions you want to think about before you hire a web designer, a digital marketer, a Facebook advertiser. All these things are great, very worthwhile tools, and there are great people who can help you. But if you're not steering it correctly with worthwhile goals, then nobody else behind you that's supporting you can help you get there. So, priority number two, stay in the game long enough. If it's going to take 3,000 miles to get from point A to point B, if you only have 1,500 miles of fuel in the tank, there's no point in leaving for the journey yet, right? You want to plan first. It's important. You're going to hear me keep going back to that. The next thing you want to talk about, pricing for success. You've got to build your marketing costs, your growth costs into the price of your product. Somebody says, well, then I can't compete in the market. It'd be too expensive. Well, then, maybe this isn't a product or service that you should go after, because if you can't afford to get a customer in, service that customer, and make a profit at the end of that, your marketing costs, your distribution costs, your cost of delivering your service or your good, all of those things factor into, do you have a viable service or model or not? And you don't want to leave your house with a half tank of gas, right? You want to make sure you can actually get to the journey. And a lot of times, because entrepreneurs, because leaders, because inventors, experts, they haven't done the digital growth thing like I have or like my team has, they think, well, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take, right? And that's one of the first questions we have to answer. We say, okay, here's what it's going to take. Our campaigns always run in 90-day cycles. You don't start a marketing campaign if you're not willing to go through with it for at least 90 days. And there's very important metrics you need to be tracking in your campaign to know, just like if you're flying in an airplane, you've got instruments on your dashboard, right? If that light over there is blinking, is it an issue? Should we worry about it? Are we going to crash? These metrics you need to know so you're prepared for success. And finally, priority number four, be willing to think what you know. Digital economics has changed things drastically, and the people who understand how the high flow of traffic that exists on the internet in your niche, there's nobody out there that can tell me otherwise. If you've got a product, service, it can be anything. People make good money teaching people how to train their pet parakeets, literally. You can make a living on the internet doing anything. The people are searching for the solutions that you have. They're already searching. Can they find you? What are they doing when they do find you? And not only that, is your business model geared for digital traffic and scale? Even if you have a local service, a local professional service that you're offering, you can still use the internet to drastically increase your business with content strategy, social media, paid web traffic, etc. The opportunity's there, but you got to plan. You got to know that you have a good, valuable product or service. Most businesses I talk to have a good, valuable product or service. They just don't know how to present it digitally and drive the traffic to it so they can do it profitably. That's what we do. That's how we do it. And I'm certainly not the only one out there that can do that. But if you want to get started, you're thinking about this, check out this article, contact me below. let's talk. Let's think about it. Get some planning done. You measure twice, cut once. There's no pressure to take any action, right? Anybody who's pressuring you to make decisions, pressuring you into a monthly marketing program, and they're not clear on what exactly they're going to deliver for you in terms of results, you need to slow down, hit the brakes. Don't let anybody pressure you into a business decision you're not ready to make. So here's to good planning, and I'll see you in the next episode.